Hello, welcome to PANGAEA, Data Publisher for Earth and Environmental Science. My name is Michael and today I will show you how to submit data to PANGAEA. So, first you go to our PANGAEA website. There you can click on Submit Data. If you have not signed up with PANGAEA yet, you can go to sign up as new user. There you have two options. First of all, you can sign up with your ORCID ID, which we highly recommend. Otherwise, you can also fill out the details in this mask, enter your username, your email address, password, full name, and so on. After this, you can confirm our privacy policy as well as our terms of use. After you have signed up as a user, you can then go to Login and enter your login details for PANGAEA. So after you logged in as a user, you can click on Submit Your Data. Then you will come to our first page of our 5-step process to submit your data. It starts with entering your title. So please enter a title which is informative but short. And after you've done that, you can enter the different authors. Your name will be entered as default because you're logged in as a user. However, you can also use another author as first author. You can also add an unlimited number of further authors after that by clicking on the Add Author button. And then just add the names of your dear co-authors. Also emails if you have one. And you can also enter a website. In this case, I would actually recommend you to use the ORCID ID of your co-authors if you have one. So as I said earlier, it is highly recommended to use your ORCID because we can cross-link your name and your profile directly to ORCID once the data are published. After you entered the author names, you can enter the keywords. Here you can enter any keyword you like. And you will notice once you start typing the keywords that you get a drop-down field which shows you different keyword options, which are basically keywords which are already in our PANGAEA database. So if you think you find a match here, just select the keyword. You can also enter as many keywords as you like. There is no limit to that. And after you've done that, you can enter your abstract. So your abstract, very important, is should not just be a copy of the abstract of your paper. And the reason is that your data set should stand on its own feet. It should be self-explanatory just based on the abstract and all the other information you provide without the need to go to any other further resource. If you want to know more, you can go to our wiki pages and read through our abstract section to know exactly what we require for the dataset abstract. In particular, you should cover the what, when, where, why, and how questions. So after you've done that, you select the license. So we offer 3 different license types. By default, we have the CC BY license, but you can also select any of the other licenses. If you want to know more about what they mean, you can again go to our wiki pages and read through our license section where all these different licenses are explained in detail. Once you have done that, you go to the next page. So then we come to the next section where you can enter the references. So in this particular case, it will be the reference which relates directly to your data set. So it can be already published manuscript, or it can also be a manuscript which you just submitted or plan to submit. So please here provide as many details as you have. If you don't have a DOI or a journal yet, that's fine. We can already enter this information and can already update this anytime you want. So even after the dataset has been published, you can still update the reference with the DOI, for instance. You can again add multiple references. For instance, if you have also references mentioned in your abstract or somewhere related to your measurements, you can enter further details as well. You do not have to enter the full reference details. You can also simply enter the DOI, which we then use to update the full reference details into our database. This is not a problem. After that, you click to Next. On this page, you can enter your projects and grants details. Here, you can simply start typing your project name, and similar to the keywords, you will see a drop-down auto-select menu where you can find a list of already existing projects in our database. So if you select this one, you do not need to enter more details because they will already be in our database. If you have more projects, you can just click on Add Row and enter more project details and your project name. And enter a website or URL which you might have for this project and a grant number. If you have a grant number which is not related to a project, you can just enter the award title. A project website may not exist in this case, and simply just enter the grant number. After you've completed these details, you can go to the next page. On this page, you can upload your data file. So you can just click on Add Files and select your data table. You can upload as much as 20 files, and files which are not larger than 100 megabyte, or the maximum size for all the attachments should be 100 megabyte. If you need to upload larger files, or if you need to upload more than 20 files, you can simply contact us and we will generate an upload link for you to submit larger volumes of data. We have certain format requirements for the data files, so please go again to our wiki pages to have a look. So generally, in terms of tabular data, we would ask you to submit them as text files, and especially using the encoding UTF-8. So that's quite important to avoid any Unicode errors. We not just accept tabular data, we also accept other files such as images in TIFF or JPEG, also videos you can submit, audio files, seismic files, and all kinds of different types of data. If you have any doubts, if you accept those data, just get in touch with us and we will let you know if you can archive those data. Below this, you can see a field for file description, so you can just enter any information relating to your files. And after you've done that, we can go to the last page. On the last page, you can enter any comment relating to your data submission. This is basically to help us to understand your data set better, to get any background information, anything which is relevant to help us submit your data. Below this, you have a field or tick mark field for a moratorium. So that can be relevant for instance, when you have a manuscript which is not submitted yet or which is still in review. So you want your data set not to be published before your manuscript is published. So in this case, you can give us a moratorium date, which can be up to 2 years. The default is 6 months. The good thing is you can always change that. So in case your paper is published earlier than expected, we can time the publication of your data set with the publication of your paper. That's not a problem. Or in case it just needs longer, we can also extend the moratorium date. Just please consider that the maximum embargo time for this would be 2 years from now. Below this, you just also need to confirm that you read our terms of use. I always recommend you to also read that. And for instance, important to know is that we also have a maximum service request for 3 working hours. This also means that we need you to prepare your data as good as possible to reduce the workload on our side. There's another hint that we accept a maximum data volume of 10 gigabyte. If you still need more, again, just get in touch with us and we may find an alternative solution for that. Furthermore, consider that you should not submit more than 1 data submission per day and maximum 10 per month. Yes, and after you confirm the terms of use, you can submit your data. After you've submitted your data, you can see the confirmation ticket. It says that your ticket was created and everything was uploaded. And importantly, you will also get a ticket number. And if you click on that ticket number, you will be redirected to our ticket system. This ticket system will help you to communicate directly with us. In this ticket system, you can also upload further files if there are any new versions of your data upload. This can all be done by the ticket system. We will also ask you questions by the ticket system where you can respond after logging into PANGAEA. You will always get copies to your email from the ticket system. However, please do not reply via email. Always try to log in to the ticket system to communicate with us. And after you have done all your data curation, we can complete your data submission and eventually publish your data set.